I was recently looking for a new lens for my Fuji X-H2s. I wanted something with a vintage feel that has its own distinctive characteristics and steers away from clinical sharpness. I think I found that lens. The SIRUI Nightwalker 24mm T1.2. I shot this music video on my Fuji X-H2s in F-Log2 ProRes and colour graded it with my LUTs. I thought I'd make a video talking about my decision process and why I chose this lens over many others, as well as how it performs when shooting a music video. While looking for a new lens for my Fuji, I considered all options. As some of you may already know, the Fuji X-H2s is an APS-C or crop sensor. I did consider converting my camera to full frame, since full frame has some nice characteristics. The characteristic I like the most is a shallower depth of field compared to crop sensors. I looked at full frame lenses like the Contax Carl Zeiss lenses and even the Helios 44M7. They both have their own really nice characteristics, but if I got those lenses I'd have to get lens adapters and speed boosters from brands like Metabones and Viltrox. Then I came across the SIRUI Nightwalker line of lenses. They all have a maximum aperture of T1.2. Shooting at this aperture creates the full frame feel. At T1.2 the depth of field is really shallow and it really separates the subject from the background. Shooting at this aperture is also great for low light conditions. Being able to open the aperture that wide, you have the freedom to shoot with only the light available and still get a perfectly exposed image. I had a specific desire for a vintage aesthetic. I wanted a lens with its own distinctive characteristics, steering away from clinical sharpness while embracing some pleasing bokeh. The SIRUI Nightwalker lenses perfectly align with these criteria. The lens is quite sharp, even at T1.2, and maintains its sharpness well through all apertures. The lens isn't as sharp as lenses like the Sigma Arts, but that's what you'd want from a Cine lens. There's not really any examples of bokeh in this particular music video, but from other shoots I can say the bokeh is smooth and not too clinical. It's close to the anamorphic SIRUI lenses, just dialed back slightly. While using the SIRUI Nightwalker lens to shoot this music video, I got to see the advantages of Cine lenses over photography lenses. As well as the SIRUI Nightwalker 24mm, I also used a Samyang 12mm f2.0 and a Fuji 35mm f1.4 on set. Both of these are photography lenses. A big difference between Cine lenses and photography lenses is that photography lenses don't have focus gears built in. On set I used a follow focus. When rigging up the follow focus to my photography lenses, I had to add a gear to the lenses. And when you've got multiple lenses, which are all different diameters, you have to pack multiple gears. Most often the focusing ring is in a different position to the last lens, so you need to reposition the gear and follow focus for each lens. And when you're on set and need to change lenses, you don't want to be messing with the gears and changing things around all the time. This is where Cine lenses, like the Nightwalker lenses, become a lot more convenient. The focus and aperture gears are built into them and are in the same position through all three lenses in the lineup. This made changing to that lens on set very quick and easy. Another thing to note is that Cine lenses work in T-stops rather than F-stops. F-stop can be variable, but T-stop is constant. So with the Nightwalker lenses, if I was shooting at T2.0 on the 24, 35 or 55mm, the exposure would stay the same. But on photography lenses, an aperture of f2.0 on one lens could let in a different amount of light as f2.0 on another. I also found the SIRUI Nightwalker Cine lens to be better than my photography lenses because of things like declicked aperture, minimal focus breathing, longer focus rotation, and even build quality. In wrapping up my search for the perfect lens, the SIRUI Nightwalker 24mm T1.2 stood out for its characteristics that contribute to the unique visual style I was aiming for. After using it on this music video, I was really happy with the results. The almost vintage aesthetics and its full frame characteristics make it the perfect lens for my style. In case you're also interested in this lens, I've linked it in the description. I'll be recording a lot more stuff with this lens, so if you want to keep updated and see when my next video is, feel free to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I've linked the full music video in the description.